Welcome back to the Game Set Match podcast. I'm your host GB. I'm here with Chris from the Report and Todd from Bourbon, and it's a wrap up week. We got back-to-back episodes. I'm away, so we're gonna do a little NFL recap, a little UFC recap, going over the Olympics a little bit, and then got to talk a little bit about NASCAR, just a little bit, and then we'll do our buy or sell. And we're gonna smaller bourbon segment this time. We're going more into bourbon in the next segment, or in the next episode next week. So. Seahawks won the Super Bowl. I mean, that was pretty self-explanatory.
Kind of expected that.
Yeah, I think most people expected that.
Let's be honest.
Go ahead.
My thing is, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit later during our buy and sell segment, but I think the easy track to the playoffs and through the playoffs for the Patriots really showed. I know their defense was star-studded, but when your offense can't do anything, it's pretty easy to just kind of coast through, get a couple points here, a couple points there, whatever. Pissed on my bet though. I literally needed a couple more yards I needed a touchdown from Kenneth Walker, and that really pissed me off. So
he still won MVP.
I know.
Super Bowl MVP though.
Yeah, it was the defensive game that we knew it was going to be, but it's just
Yeah,
speaking of bets, though, I saw this, speaking of the bets, though, I saw this conspiracy about what's-his-face from the Seahawks when it was, the last 2 minutes when he dropped back for that 6-yard loss, cost people money because they needed a 5.5 yard to win the parlay. And he was at 11 and then brought it down to 5 yards because of the loss. So everyone's like, conspiracy
crazy
on the bet.
I've done that where I had a huge parlay one time. And it was literally Tom Brady 2 rushing yards or something like that was one of them.
Oh, and then he takes a knee at the end,
and then he took a couple knees, and it took me back down. I'm like, that shit should not count. Knees should not count for rushing yards. But yeah, that's done that. The Patriots had a relatively easy run. They had a very easy schedule.
People have been talking about it too. It's all over social media. I mean, it's fired quarterback, shitty team, fired quarterback, shitty team.
And then. In the playoffs, they got the Broncos without Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
So, because had Bo Nix
CJ Stroud
had
5 interceptions, and then the Chargers barely put up a fight with the 5th string O-line across the board. I mean, their playoffs were pretty easy.
They were destined to get there. They just hit a wall.
We were right, though. We were right. Everybody, Rams Seahawks was the championship game to us, at least for viewers. The last good game for the season, but.
That's what we said. The winner's coming out of that game. As soon as Bo Nix went down hurt, because I think Broncos would have given them a better run for their money offensively. It just turned out. Seahawks defense played great. I mean, it was a very boring game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of was in and out of it. It was.
Yeah, they ran away with it from the start.
I mean, it was 9-0 halftime, and I was just like,
they just ran away with it with field goal.
Yeah. Jason Myers should have been MVP.
Right. I'm not going to lie, though. I thought it was going to be a little bit higher scoring than
I did too.
3 field goals in the first half. I thought it was going to be in the mid to higher teens, but hey, it was still
Jackson
0
Smith
for
and
the Patriots.
Got hurt kind of early on, and I think
things.
That completely changed their game plan, which shows you. I mean, they're well built. I do expect they'll be in contention again next year. They're young. They've got the money. They've got people signed. They're going to be good. So it was just funny to see that he went down, and then you had A.J. Barner got the touchdown. It was a different game plan, but it wasn't as fast-paced or high-flying without Jackson Smith on that field.
He got that concussion or potential concussion, and then Christian Gonzalez locked him up too. I'll give him that credit. He had a really tough playoffs. But he showed up pretty well in the Super Bowl for Christian Gonzalez, so good corner.
And speaking of injuries, though, I mean, Drake May wasn't even as good as I think he was more injured than they led him on to believe. To be honest with you, I think watching it, his throws were some were great, some were off, and I'm like, man, his shoulder's hurting him more than they want to admit.
Yeah, that deep throw he had for the interception was awful. It was who are you throwing that to?
Exactly.
I'm like, who are you throwing that to?
That would explain it, because then you're not gonna pussyfoot or sit out for the Super Bowl. I mean, you're gonna you're hurt, you're gonna play. Granted, it's not like the backup would have done any better. So you still had the best player on the
Seahawks defense was top 2 defenses in the league all year. top 3, yeah, for sure. I mean,
them in Houston, who just
Houston
didn't play
and
that great against
Yeah.
they had one of their worst weeks against New England in
well,
the
that was the other
playoffs.
thing is that and it goes back to the same thing for the Super Bowl for me is that when your defense is constantly winning those matchups, taking them to 4th down every time, your offense has more chances to score, and that's what happened to the Texans, right? CJ Stroud turned the ball over 5 times, and at some point you're gonna break it for a touchdown, and that's what happened. So, Drake May threw a terrible pass at the end, and that was the sealer. That was it. It was done.
And I love that to prove how not crappy, how uneventful of a game it was is the fact that K9 won the MVP without a touchdown. I mean, it had 135 rushing
Yeah,
yards,
something like that, 134, I think.
but he was where the hell is this at? But he won it. Usually it's a quarterback's game. The last person they do it was Terrell Davis in like 1998.
1996. Yeah, 96
Super
or
Bowl
97.
32 or 33, and then
Yeah.
Emmitt Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that it wasn't a quarterback and it went to a running back who had a lot of yards but didn't have a touchdown just shows you that not a lot happened in that game.
I could have seen it be
Yeah.
where like Malcolm Smith won it a couple of years ago, where it was like a defensive player that had like a pick six. I could have seen that.
Should have just given it to Seattle's defense as a whole.
Well,
that
they had
game.
that pick six, and that has a.
The
That's
whole
how
line right
Malcolm
there.
Smith won his a couple years ago. He's like the first defensive player in years to win one. I wouldn't have been surprised if they had the pick six as part of that, But hey, it's season's over. I'm a little sad, but
It is sad to see the season go. I'm curious if New England has a weak schedule again, an easier schedule again next year. Do they come back? The question is Stephon Diggs there?
You
what
think
do
the
they
Jets are
do?
kicking themselves right now too?
So what?
Getting rid of Sam Darnold. You think the Jets are kicking themselves right now?
I think everybody's kicking themselves for
Yeah.
getting rid of Sam Darnold. It just takes some time.
Yeah.
The
Get him in the right
Vikings
spot.
owner too, man. Vikings owner.
But Todd,
Yeah.
Todd, to your point on the schedule, I was actually talking to a Pats fan today, and he's like, "Man, they have a harder schedule than they did this previous year." And I'm like, "Are you kind of sure about that?" Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
they're playing some more playoff teams. It looks like, but I'm like, is it really that much harder than
I
you're
looked
leading
at
it on
their
to believe going
schedule,
into
and it
next
was
season?
like it was Dolphins twice. That's 2 free wins. It was Jets twice. That's 2 free wins. They split with the Bills. They played the Raiders. We should have beat them. The Ravens should have. John Harbaugh just sat back in the second half and didn't do shit. It was such an easy schedule for them. I'm like, you're playing the Raiders, the Jets, the Titans. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah, and they're going to be in the bottom quarter of schedules again next year. So we'll see. I think they're back. It's just a matter of who they retain.
I'm
Yeah, I
also
mean,
interested to see how much they pay Darnold and how that whole process goes. I'm really happy for Mike McDonald. Wish the Ravens had kept him. I know that wasn't feasible, but looking back at it, would have been great.
happens.
Yeah. Just
Football's over and we've got to move on. I don't know what we're going to do with our lives, but we've got to move on.
So sad. I got
It is.
I
got
know, you
baseball
two gotta
ready.
move on.
Thank God for this topic. Olympics, man. Olympics is kind of fault into that spot where I'm like, okay, sports are on. There's something to watch. Like, I'm not just watching hockey.
Yeah, they've fallen at a perfect time this
They
year. 'Cause
really
then when
did.
they're done, you get the combine. At least
Yeah.
something to look at for the
Yep.
and
NFL.
spring training for baseball. So
It's
Yeah.
all just falling into place nicely.
yeah, Winter Olympics has
It
really
really
helped.
did. It kind of just really kind of flowed very nicely
Mhm.
into the Super Bowl, into some good sports, good
we're getting to
good
that-
events for the Olympics.
Yeah, we're getting to that point now where it's like starting to hit the qualifyings and the gold, the medal races and all that. It's getting very interesting.
Yep.
I do love watching.
Did
the
you
Olympics.
did y'all see that? I know, right? Did y'all see that 2 or 3 of the U.S. gold medalists already broke their medals just from jumping with joy? They actually broke off the ribbon and
I
everything.
heard something about that. I didn't know if that was just some stupid social media bullcrap or that was an actual thing.
No. So
So-
one of the figure skaters, Alyssa Liu or something like that, Breezy Johnson from alpine skiing, I think
Mhm.
there was one other, they were literally they got their gold, they were jumping and just broke clean off the ribbon.
Which
quality.
is yeah, that's just
Freaking
crazy.
Milan.
Yeah,
And
It would've
yet
been
I
cool
heard
to
that these
go to
medals are the
Milan.
most expensive.
yeah.
I
I
know,
don't know if I
Milan was-
believe that.
Dude,
Yeah,
that shit
I
looks
was
so
there.
pretty
I
out
was
there.
there too, and it'd been cool to see it all kind of dressed up for the Olympics as a whole. All the way from the mountains down to the but it's just the USA's kind of made a comeback. They were pretty low on the medal count. I know the winter's not always our best one, but
Except for speed skating about a little bit ago, I saw right before here.
shoot, that
When
girl
they
killed
fell.
us twice. She killed us twice.
Yes.
She
Yes.
fell twice.
One of them wasn't really her fault.
No,
One
but
of-
the second one was because she had
Well,
just gotten into the lead
she-
and then
Second
went
one
down.
was.
It's like
The first
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
I think,
second
is
one
still
was
her
for sure.
fault. I think the first one's still her fault. She decided to make a wide pass when she didn't need to, and she needed to stay inside. The second one, she definitely hit her toe on that thing, but like she kept making a wide turn. I think because she was afraid that she was going to do what she did on the second one, and this totally screwed everything up. But
because they had just
I
taken
think
the
she
lead,
was
they
still
were going
trying
to
to
win
commit
that.
to a bigger pass.
They were going to win that heat too for the relay, and like
we had just
damn.
taken over first too.
That's speed
Yep.
skating is one of my favorite things to watch because
I'm also really worried about someone just chopping their fucking neck with one of those
Hell
fucking
yeah.
skates, like
Blades
especially
of
wiping
Glory
out.
style?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, I did see that like a couple years back in the world final, like someone actually went down and cut their throat on a skate. Like the guy was talking about it in an interview or whatever, and he actually sliced his throat on a skate.
it does have. They have to be sharp because the way I love that sport, like the speed ones. I mean, there are the longer ones, but the fact that they hold the ice is crazy to me. And don't
Yeah,
make
especially on a
grooves
short
that
track.
are. Yeah, you would
Yeah.
think they're gonna like that falling to me like they. Oh, I love watching them slam.
You would
into
think
the-
there'd be a massive groove
max.
in the inside every time.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
Yeah.
fact that they don't make a groove. Like if you watch like a
Like hockey.
dirt
Yeah.
bike or something,
Yeah.
when they
Yep.
turn, there's always making a groove. And these skates cut so sharp that you would think that by the time the finals come and over time that they would have some sort of groove. Now I know they keep polishing
Mhm.
the ice, but you would think
And
with
that's
as
really
hard
what
as
it
they're
is.
hitting it,
Yeah.
that they're that those grooves don't just at least show up or come back really
I miss
easily.
Apollo.
I mean,
Uno. He used
you
to
look at
kill
the
it.
He did, but you look at slalom, like slalom skiing, they have those grooves. You know, by the fourth skier, you could see those nice deep cut grooves
Mhm.
around the gates. So, like, I see what you mean. Like, how can it not be in the ice? And yeah, the ice is a lot, you know, obviously denser than
More
snow.
dense.
But they must polish it after every couple races so they don't have that.
They have to because
Mhm.
there's no way. And those skates are sharp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they're how long are they, dude? They're like what 16 inches long. Like they're huge. Those speed skates.
I'm looking at a picture right now. Yeah, it's like shit's about as tall as me. They are long. Like there's a picture of freeze frame and it looks like it goes from the chick's foot to her knee. It looks like now it's just perspective, but it does look like it's that long. Oh, speaking of Apollo Ono, he won what 8 or 10 gold medals.
Yeah, which is
10 medals.
ridiculous.
I think it was 10. I think it was
But
10. Yeah.
tonight, the chick from Italy, when they won the relay, she's one of the oldest competitors, and she just got her 12th medal. So she has more medals than he has now at this point
Mhm.
after these
Interesting.
games. And I think
That's
she's
awesome though.
She's something in her 30s or whatever, but yeah, 12th Olympic medal in speed skating.
And is this her
Crazy.
last one, or is she going for more?
I think this is her last one because she started back in, I want to say they said, was it 08, whatever the math goes back. But she's skating when Apollo was skating, she was really young. But 12 gold medals or 12 medals is crazy.
Speaking of 12,
That's
Norway has
impressive.
12 total, and we're in second with
Yep,
7.
they are in the lead. Yeah, they are dominating right now, and it's honestly,
well,
if you look
Norway
at all the
and
stats,
Sweden
it's
and some of those are always really good because they always win like the cross country skiing and like the triathlon stuff. Like
exactly
that's how they get around over there. Like they have to, so it's like they're
Right.
used to that. But
yeah. Like you look at it, cross country skiing for sure already. They have medals.
Well, did you see the
in
cross country skiing sprint? We won for the first
speed
time a
skating.
medal in 50 fucking years. That's crazy.
Yeah,
First
Greg
time we won a
Ogden,
medal in 50
50
years.
years in sprint
Yep.
ski outside skiing. We came in
That's
second.
crazy.
We barely lost. Like the guy in first was from Norway, and he kind of slowed up at the end. But Greg Ogden from Vermont, I think, won it silver medal, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, outside as far as Winter Olympics go, America is definitely not the most prepped for that. Like, we don't-
and surprising too. Like I know there's other countries out there like Sweden, Norway, like that are more in the Arctic climates than anyone else, you know. But like We have Colorado. We have Minnesota.
Alaska.
We have some. We do
Minnesota.
have some.
Michigan.
Okay, hold on. We have Alaska, but how many Olympians are actually from Alaska? Like,
I don't know.
genuine
Let's-
question.
I wanna
Would like to
Not
know because it's
enough.
probably not much.
Not
Exactly,
enough.
it's not enough. Granted, there's so many people that are just boondocking out there, but either
Someone-
way, we have really good areas that could potentially, produce some killer athletes, and I don't think we have people that are as interested in capitalizing on that.
It's not something like, oh, I would really want to grow up and do that. Like there was a one girl jumping from
11 to
17-year-old
17 of the people from 2026 Winter Olympics are from Alaska.
Really?
Oh, good. Out of
I'll be damned.
100 or out of 200 something, so that's not bad.
One of the
to think about.
guys
I
from
think it's like we have
hockey.
230.
Well, hockey.
We got
Well, I expect that.
this is also including some paralegics and stuff, but cross country skiing we have about 8.
Paralympics,
Hockey.
Paralympics.
Yeah, you know what I meant. We have hockey. We have one guy. We have biathlon. We have a dude from Anchorage, but he skis for Slovakia. So technically,
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So he's competing for a different country.
Yeah, but
Somebody
I mean, we
said
did take silver, by the way, in cross country skiing and bronze in alpine skiing, which that was women's, by the way, women's alpine skiing, men's
And
cross
gold.
country skiing.
Breezy
someone-
Johnson
Put it this
Yeah,
way.
Breezy Johnson. Yep.
took over.
Great,
Sorry,
for
I was
Lindsey-
looking at Tuesday.
Lindsey
but-
Vaughn.
great name.
Well, Breezy's the one who broke her medal too, so there's that.
But someone said it to me the other day,
Yeah,
and
Lindsey
it kind of
Vaughn got fucked
it
up.
fits for like a lot of what you see, like the skeleton and the single person luge. Like so,
Dude,
someone
did you
said to
watch
me the
the
other day,
POV of like the camera on the skeletons? Like you,
it's nuts.
Yes.
But someone said to me the other day, they're like,
crazy.
never once in my life have I seen a training facility for this, nor have I ever talked to or met anybody who does this, but yet we're there at the Olympics during it. It's just funny how, because of how our country has so many different regions and seasons, that you don't know who's doing these things, and all of a sudden, like, oh, okay, we have a skeleton,
And
like,
Mhm.
and
I
they're
haven't
good?
looked it up. Right. And I haven't looked it up, but I reckon it's got to be in Colorado. Like, I just,
Has
like,
to
every
be.
time I hear winter sports, Colorado, like, that's
Yeah.
all I think about.
I know there was one. My buddy, one of my best friends from high school. He actually did an internship with like the entire Olympics, and one of their ones was Northern California, and then they have
Mhm.
one in Michigan, and I think there's one in Vermont for the winter, and then in Colorado as well. But
Well,
it's funny you're
that
talking about
hockey
like how
player-
big. You're talking. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
no, go ahead, finish.
I was saying like I saw the other day, Todd, that people were talking about like America's not well traveled, but if you see the railways in Europe, it's like, holy crap, that's a lot of. We don't have that because we're too big. It's just not going to happen. So we don't
Yeah.
see stuff that happens in Washington State because it's just not local.
Too
to us.
far away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
if you think
whole
about
trip.
it, in Europe, you can hop on a train and you can go 2 hours and hit 3 countries. Like, dead serious. You go 3 hours here, I'm not even out of my own state.
Yeah, it is different the way we're set up, and it's funny about that. But then you flip to the Summer Olympics, and like we run everywhere, and
We're
that
good at
stuff,
running.
You see
Swimming,
all
we
that.
kill it. Like
But
I mean,
those
As a
facilities
swimmer,
you
yes,
see,
I agree.
pretty
Michael
much,
Phelps is from 25 minutes down the road. Like he
yeah,
grew up
but
here.
all of the events, pretty much, almost all the events for the Summer Olympics, you see them not in your daily life, but everybody kind of runs into it. The Winter Olympics, just because there's only certain regions in the country, like you said, that we don't just get to. Hey, I'm going to go over here. I mean, granted, that's
Let
one of the
me
things I miss
$600
about.
later in flights. Like shit. Like
I
But-
did miss that about
but
Southern
here's the crazy
California
thing.
is you were 3 hours to all of that before. I could be surfing, I could be skiing, I could do any of that. Very few places in this country do you get that.
Yeah, SoCal is probably like the best for that, and that's why one of the top figure skaters is from California. You know, the
Makes
girl with
sense.
the striped hair, Alyssa Leo or whatever, like she is from there. One of the other ones, she's from California as well. But they have
Isn't
that
that
access being the 3
Shaq
hours
Young
away.
kid,
But
isn't
here's
he
the crazy,
from there,
no, he's from Virginia.
no,
Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But here's the crazy thing: you're talking about regions. One of the women's ice hockey players is from Brooklyn, New York. But you would think, okay, that's New England. That's kind of cold, or it's not really New England, but you get the point. It's kind of cold, but like it's not popular there, even though it's
Yeah.
in that region where you
Not a lot
think
of
it would
room
be
for
with
a
the
hockey
Rangers.
rink other than the Garden.
Right. You got the New York Rangers, you got the Boston Bruins not far away, and all that other stuff. But now here you are,
Islanders.
have someone,
Yeah.
the Islanders, but you got some, this awesome chick that's in the women's hockey from Brooklyn, and you just don't think that's normally a thing when all these teams from New York are sourcing, or recruiting people from all different regions outside of that own area on its own.
That's
Speaking of
part
that,
of the
did you
reason
see
I
them
love
kick the
Olympics.
crap out of Canada? 5-0 is crazy.
5-0.
I love that.
That was an awesome game.
was a
I had that on
routing.
at work listening to it. Dude,
Yeah,
that
I
was
did too. I turned
fantastic.
it off for the curling, which I'm pissed we left ourselves exposed on the end. But
Fucking love curling.
Yeah,
I
that
do
was
too.
Dude,
Dude, it was such a bad
on.
play on our last two draws was so bad.
They were just misses. Like if they hit that stone nose on, they would have had the shot that they were looking for, and they just missed by an inch, and that was it. Like it was so close. They played their hearts out though. The Corys definitely played their hearts out. They
did upset Italy, who was the favorite. So and
who just won bronze.
Great Britain is good too.
Yeah,
curling.
So Italy beat Great Britain for bronze.
I was actually watching before I jumped on here.
So was I. My wife's like, "This is so boring." I was like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?"
No, I actually watched on TikTok. It was an interview of like the coach for all of the Olympics for USA, and it was like these people like train all day long for this, and he's like, "No, most of them get up at like 4:00 in the morning. They hit the gym, then they go to the rink, and then they're at work by like 9:00, 8:30, 9:00, and then they go back to training after work. Like it's not
being good at shuffleboard.
Yeah, well, but like." Yeah. Most of these other countries are actually sitting there all day long focusing on it. Like we are not.
So you're just saying America is gifted at sliding stones on ice?
These Midwesterners got it. Which, come to find out, because wifey Googled this because she's going to Orlando soon for a work trip. She actually Googled there is a curling facility, training facility and practice in Orlando.
That's weird.
Really?
Actually, speaking of the curling team, Thies, the woman from our team, her mom is supposedly like one of the best of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Her mom is
from
ridiculous.
Legacy Curling.
Yeah, and she is supposedly like one of the world's best senior players, which is crazy to think about.
Oddly enough, just off camera here, I have curling on my TV, like right over here, and it's playing.
I don't know how you're not watching.
It's playing the game where they lose.
I thought they were just showing.
I keep darting my eyes over.
I don't know if it was just local, but Jason Kelsey, the center for the Eagles, and Kylie with Kelsey were doing curling. They just filmed a little bit ago. They were trying to do that stuff. It was funny watching them trying to like balance.
I can't imagine Jason getting that low to be able to push the thing off. Like
it was a funny thing to watch.
Hearing stories of him having like
imagine.
Kylie having to push him out of bed in the morning after a game. I can't imagine Jason getting that low.
You got to look it up. It was funny watching them try and do it. And Kylie was doing it. He's like laying in the back as she's like pushing the stone. Great view of her, which online went nuts about her and from that view.
Yep.
And she's like, look, I'm crouched down in that. And she's like, and I know my husband's right behind me. And he's dying back there knowing that he shouldn't make a comment. And he probably wants to make a comment right now. But it was funny. She was going down and
he was
kind of like kept.
She literally
couldn't
I saw
balance
a
at all.
separate post that she made about like, yeah, I was exposed. I'm sorry. I'm like, Kylie, just give the people what they want. It was a good view. Like that's all you need, you know?
But it was funny.
Just deal with it. That comes with the territory.
Just deal with it.
Yep. They're a great couple in like real life because Jason Kelsey's a funny dude and Kylie's a funny chick too. They met like at a Wawa in Philly, or like
crazy.
like on a dating app. I think on a dating app or something like that.
Yeah, I love Wawa.
But it's funny. Like she's a funny chick too.
Todd, where's the closest Wawa to you? Is there one close?
Like down the street.
Oh, it's just
I love it. I like their coffee.
See, I'm like
I like their
one.
Chris probably misses it because he was from the north, so he.
I got one. I got one an hour away. Like I go to breweries and distilleries an hour away. That's not far. So. No, I go to Buc-ee's for an hour. Okay, like I can go to Lumberton.
Oh,
instead.
I mean, yeah, but I'm like really hungry. I gotta drive 5 minutes.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's.
No, I never been either.
Never been to a Buc-ee's. I'll tell you what, Wawa's fuck.
What? Y'all
there's no Buc-ee's here. No, because there's no Buc-ee's here. The closest Buc-ee's. The closest Buc-ee's. Hold on. The closest Buc-ee's to us is 3 hours south in Virginia. I'm not driving that far
for you. That's for you. For me.
Yeah.
Of you. Todd has gone to Kentucky, where I know Richmond, Kentucky is not far from your road trip, and you could have gone to a Buc-ee's. You did not.
I was way too drunk to drive that far.
You
Like, I drove to
probably were
Whiskey
like
Thief.
20 minutes
I
out
drove
of the
to
way from
Whiskey
your road
Thief,
trip. I
and thank God my
guarantee
wife
it.
slept on the way back. Because holy shit. I'm like,
I
thank
know
God
you
there
could
was
have stopped at Richmond, Kentucky.
there was a lot of you know what, and I did think about it, but we drove down there and then we kind of didn't really drive much other than we got invited to an event up we got invited
English,
to an
please.
event up at Whiskey Thief. We drove up there, which was nice. It was basically one road, shit ton of construction. Didn't like that, and then came back. But
What,
we
I-40?
didn't venture out this time. When we go this year, I already booked my hotel. Actually, I already booked my hotel for the festival. This time we're gonna do. I want to try and hit a Buc-ee's. I want to try and hit some of that stuff. But yeah, there's nothing like that.
We might have to do an on-site on-site episode of bringing JB to the Sevierville, Tennessee Buc-ee's.
We should do a show
live
from a
stream.
Buc-ee's.
Live
Yeah.
stream.
Go to a show from a
We
Buc-ee's.
should do a live stream of bringing JB to his first ever Buc-ee's. He's gonna be like, "Why the fuck do y'all love this shit?"
We have ventured majorly off topic at this point.
Yes.
And I'm all for
Are
it.
we ready for the recap of
Yeah,
325?
Wawa
UFC
Yeah,
325?
let's might as well get back on track because that was about it for the Olympics anyway.
Yeah.
We should have the Olympics of Buc-ee's at this point.
This is what happens, folks, when you start drinking and talk about fun shit. You just
This is
kinda,
what happens when Todd starts drinking. It turns into a fucking funnel.
Wait, who's drinking? What?
What?
This
Okay,
this isn't TikTok. We're good.
325 was almost as good as 324 to me, but it was another great fight
yeah.
night. You think it was better?
It was. The mains were better. I think the prelims
Okay.
on 324 were better.
Yes.
As a whole, 324
The
was
build-up,
significantly better.
the build up.
Yeah, the build-up was way better. I think the main card was
I was really
almost
hoping
as
for Joe Dirt to knock him out. So it didn't
what,
happen.
Diego Lopez,
Yeah. No. Yeah. Diego
the Brazilian
Lopez.
Joe Dirt.
He's
Yeah,
Joe Dirt.
Brazilian Joe
He's
Dirt.
Joe Dirt. He looks exactly like Joe Dirt. Ugh.
Except Brazilian, but
It's
yeah,
like
I mean
Joe
that was a
Dirt.
good fight. That was
It's deer tag.
I was rooting for Volk. I don't know if y'all actually watched any of like the media
old
press
match?
going up to
Oh,
it.
okay.
No, the press going into it. Volk had this because Volk also has a channel on YouTube called Cooking with Volk, and like he is huge into cooking and like all this other stuff, just like you, Todd, right? So he
Cooking
has
with
this apron of his
I wanna
bare
cook
chest
with him.
with the belt on. So he is sitting there at the press with this apron on, singing emo songs from the early 2000s at press release. It was hilarious. Like you can't.
I need to
not
get
like
that apron.
Alexander.
Also,
It's for
Should
sale.
we-
I saw it for sale.
I need to
Wifey
get
showed
that
it to me.
apron.
You can't get it.
how
I'll
about
send you the
game
link
set
later.
match? We'll get you a game set mash custom one, Todd.
With the UFC belt.
There you go.
We'll get you one with pins on it, so it's official.
Got meatloaf
Um,
coming out.
Yeah,
this
you
week.
can use pins like we do. Wink, wink. The Saint Denis fight was fantastic, by the way.
Too soon, Chris.
Not soon enough.
Can we talk about
soon enough.
we should I mean I'm gone on the 21st, but we should definitely stream the next fight on TikTok. If you think we should, put in the comments down below.
I think we
I think
should.
we
I
should.
mean,
That's my comment.
the streaming is problem. We're all going to be at different parts in the fight. It's going
Well,
to
we
be
can
like,
just stream
"Oh,
on one.
oh,
Well, we can
oh."
just stream onto TikTok, so it'll be fine.
Yeah. Or YouTube.
And then
or
we're all
whatever, we
watching
can
the
figure it
same
out.
thing.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah, it's all through Paramount, so I'll just sign into
Yeah.
Paramount and just stream. But
But anyway, yes. The Dan Hooker Saint Denis fight was awesome. That
the
was
flying
really good on
knee
the
knockout was my favorite of the entire fight. The
Flying
entire
knee?
I can't
325.
not like a flying knee knockout.
Flying knee was sick.
Flying knees are my favorite. That
Mhm.
and the spinning backhand. Those are two
Yeah.
of my favorite moves.
Spinning elbow.
The full on like
spinning
that. No, the
elbow.
extended, and then when you extend the hand for a full extended backhand, I love those fucking moves.
See, I'll take a spinning backhand as my third, but a spinning elbow when they just come in full force, close contact, and just clock him in the side of the head with that is just the precision that you have to have on that close of a contact versus the long arm. I think you have a little bit more room for error. The flying elbow to have a knock or the spinning elbow to have a knockout, I think is way more cool.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it Jorge Masvidal who did that one straight out the bell, just bam right to the forehead and knocked him out? Like was it
So did with the elbow or the knee.
the knee? Masvidal did it with the knee.
I
Just
know
came
Derek
straight
Rose
out,
did
just
too.
went right up to
Yeah.
the knee.
Yeah,
That's
Derek Lewis
great.
did one too. There's like 4 or 5 over the past few years that have, and it's great. Like you're like, oh, they're gonna do it. No, they won't. They did it. Okay, fuck. That was that.
And you don't even have time. Like
quick.
as soon as that fight starts, you're like, yeah, let's get off. Fuck, it's over.
Which is funny because I was talking to someone one day and they were like, oh my God, I can't believe I just paid like all this because it was a pay-per-view fight. They're like, I can't believe I just paid all this money to watch a 10-second fight. And I was like, why? That was fucking epic. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I do get that kind of like same with the Super Bowl. Like you want to be like, oh, I bought all this food. I made this. We're having a party. I want it to be like an entertaining game. And here I am, like third quarter. I'm like, you know what? This sofa looks comfy.
Yeah, out like a
You do
light.
that for UFC anyway, Todd, so you're good.
Yeah, but I am
There's
up way too early. I'll stay up for UFC if it's something if it's someone I really want to see.
Yeah.
Like 324 was great, and I tried to watch as much of that as I could.
Too.
But
yeah, 326 is gonna be sick. But before
my
326,
ass is up way too early.
what is it? This coming week is
21st.
what's his face?
Sean
It's 21st,
Strickland?
but it's Strickland. I was gonna say Chandler, but I know that wasn't it. Yeah, Strickland.
Anthony
That
Hernandez.
is an underrated card. Like the fact that it's not
It's a fight
numbered
night, too.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fight night. It's not a numbered fight. Under fucking rated. That is going to be an awesome fight.
Yeah.
Actually, it's gonna be an awesome card.
We got Dan Ing and Mazit Acosta.
Nailed it.
Acosta,
Yeah, close enough. Close enough. These names are killer. I
But
can't do it. If people can't say
Acosta
my
and
last
Ige.
name right, then I can't say any last name right.
See, as Americans, we
yours
should
is
not be
easy
trying
as
to pronounce
shit.
names because our schools taught us growing up to sound it out, and that shit don't work
Yes.
with
That
names.
That don't work. It don't
That does
work.
not work
It
in the
does
real
not
world.
work
It
with
does
names.
not work.
Our teachers were
Not
fucked
at
up
all.
for that one.
See, like Ante
Okay, so like,
Delja, like that's definitely not right. That's just not right. But
Okay,
that's how I was
but
taught.
what about Dan? Like Dan Ige here is IGE. Like, how would you
Right.
say that if you sound? It's like Ige. Like,
Yeah, that's what I would say.
No,
Yeah.
it's
If you listen to your teachers
Yeah,
sound
but
it
it's-
out, like I don't know, we was taught.
Have you ever
weird.
seen that comedy skit where the guy has to flip cards and he's like, you would think COME, come. Comb? No.
Oh
it's
yeah,
UMB.
yeah.
Like that's how I think about the English language. 'Cause
Bomb,
it's so
boom.
fucked up.
Well,
Like,
our language is definitely not the most.
I mean, it's an
intelligent
accurate
language out there.
representation, though. Let's be honest.
Jesus.
That's true. You're not wrong.
Before we get into our buy or sell segment, what are we pouring up? I got a little Russell's pick.
Another of the rebel because we've gotten off tangent.
Ooh, Todd's drinking the Penelope.
Penelope Estate 9 year.
But
I started
I'm-
out with a little Kentucky
Yep.
Owl Japanese.
Oh, the
Ooh,
yellow one or the
The red
goldfish
one.
Oh,
The red
Oh,
one.
the red one. I knew you had that. I forgot.
I love that one. I got like 5 bottles of that. I don't know why that is that's one of my favorite
Todd's
100.
like, yup.
It's one of my favorite 100 proof
Speaking-
pours just for an easy daily drinker. And it's crazy that Kentucky
Speaking
Owl
of,
is basically bankrupt and non-existent.
oh, they're gone. Yeah, they're done.
That's why
But
all the
okay,
pours
so
are so cheap.
before we really get into the bourbon, quick question for you: if you had it, the Kentucky Owl confiscated, is that
Oh.
any good?
I've heard it's pretty good.
I've
I
had
actually
this
got the
bottle,
chance to
no
get
joke, for
one
like
the other
3
day.
fucking years.
You haven't opened it?
No, I'm just scared to open it because I hear so many mixed reviews. I'm just like, do I really want to do it? And
Send
granted, it
us
was a
samples
gift,
and we'll
so like,
open it
I don't know why I'm
together.
waiting.
Yeah, why you yeah. If you
Send
if it was
us
a gift,
samples. The mail
yeah,
will
open it
Yeah, I
up
don't know
and
why I'm
send us
waiting.
samples.
I mean, the mail opened up your samples already for me.
Yeah, I know they did. I saw that shit. That was
If I-
hilarious.
my wife's like, if you die from drinking them, I don't feel bad. I'm like, yeah, I'd probably put worse in my body.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
feel a
funny.
little
When I was
bad.
at your house,
Just a little bit.
I came up to your house. Your wife was like, "Do you just trust these bottles of alcohol, these little bottles of alcohol from these random strangers?" You were like, "Of course, yeah, sure." I'm like, thinking
Yeah.
about like if you actually process it, you're like, I don't know, like should I? But
Right?
bourbon
But you
bourbon
generally
community is the
know
great-
who's
yeah.
sending you stuff. It's not like you're getting it from a stranger.
yeah,
But like, let's be honest. Like Greg Keeley said, like a seagull could fly in that. So whatever you're gonna put in there, unless it's like intention, like really, really intentional, like Rufalin, in for a good night. You know?
Yeah,
But-
right. Especially because we're sending it hours and hours away. Like I sent samples to someone in California one time. Like, if I roofied that, what does it matter to me? I ain't gonna fucking do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Please edit that
Actually,
out.
She knows. I'm
We're
gonna
gonna edit
tape
this
your.
section
I'm
out.
gonna tape your address to my chest when I take these samples. That way, if I die, I'll just say a little Sharpie. He did it.
Right.
I think of roofies.
Speaking of random-
I think
so-
of hangover.
So funny thing. So funny thing, random
Getting
note,
roofied
like
sucks.
random packages that you don't trust. I got a UPS notification the other night, and it was like, you're getting a package from so-and-so. I'm like, what the fuck am I getting a package of? No idea. Bothered me all weekend. Finally shows up. In the mail shows
Fire
up
and Flash.
a Chase Elliott NASCAR diecast that I never fucking ordered. Has my name on the box, everything like that. I'm like, what the fuck? I open it up, and the packing slip is for someone in like Virginia. They literally packaged it up, slapped my sticker on it, and sent it. And I was like, I never ordered a diecast in 2025. So now I
But
got
it
free.
kind of
NASCAR
sounds like something
diecast.
you would have ordered, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it fits you.
No, it is
perfectly.
100% something I would have
They
ordered.
were like past
Look, I
orders.
looked back
Yeah,
at
I was sent to this guy.
Nope. Yeah. Well, I looked at the website. I looked at my order history through that website because I ordered through them regularly enough. I never ordered anything in 2025 from that website.
Yeah, usually it was just anal beads and stuff like that.
Exactly. But this time it was an actual like nice little diecast. Fuck
This
it,
is
right?
different. This is nice. I can put this on the shelf. The beads people judge me for.
It was a good surprise.
Okay,
Do you like
Yeah.
Chase Elliott? Do
back
you
on
like
track
Chase
here. Let's go.
Elliott?
Let's get back on track. Okay.
Obviously.
Jesus.
I've had these cars on here before. You know this.
No, it's Todd. Sorry.
Hey, Chris. Anything for the UFC? Or sorry, for NASCAR? You want to add?
The 500's coming up, and that's why I'm drinking the Rebel Kyle Busch. Probably polishing it off too. Daytona 500's coming up. The Clash at Bowman Gray, though, that was a fucking shit show. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Oh, the snow one that we
was-
talked about last time.
Yep. So it got postponed from Sunday to Monday to Wednesday. That ended up raining. They ended up putting rain tires on.
Yeah.
It was a good race up until the halfway mark, and then it just turned into a wreck fest. People were getting mad at each other. You know, it was good short track racing, but here's my problem is that with Bowman Gray, they were not counting caution laps towards the final like count, right? So they had like a dozen fucking cautions in the second half of the race, and it drug on. It was worse than watching a wreck fest on dirt because
so
at least
you're
dirt,
saying they
fight it out.
stopped counting laps when they were on caution.
Under
they didn't
caution,
count
yes.
towards lap. Oh,
That's
so
like
yeah,
for
Todd
this
with
for
drinks.
only for this race. Only
that's
for
like
this
my
race.
drinks.
It's like Todd with drinks.
Yeah,
He
right.
stops counting after.
Yeah, if it doesn't get emptied, it's not a new drink. That's why I keep
It doesn't
topping
count.
off. I'm still only
Yeah,
had
you
one
have to top
'cause I
off
never
because if you don't finish
technically-
it's not a finished pour.
I didn't finish this.
Man
We're
math. Man
But
math.
yeah, it was good.
It's like women when
yeah,
they're
okay,
like,
it
I
was a
got
fun
I
race,
got
but-
this offer 25% off. Well, I had to spend $100 to get the 25% off. Did you really get it for a discount?
Right?
Guy
Yeah.
math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's guy
Shut
math right there.
Speaking of guy math, I hit on one of my block pools.
Dude, I'm
That a boy.
nice.
$1,500.
Wow, Todd. Jeez.
And I didn't even know it until today. They never sent it out, and I was like pissed off, and I called and called and I called and I called and I called, and then I finally got a whole text. He's like, "Oh, by the way, yeah, you did hit on one." I'm like, "You know what I won?" He's like, $2,500. I'm like, "All right, that's like a 250% profit."
There you go. Love that.
So speaking of NASCAR, are we going to roll into the buy and sell because mine has to do with NASCAR now that I determined it?
Well, then
Okay.
fucking go.
Okay, we're heading over to our buy and sell segment. What you got, Chris? You're going first.
Yeah. No,
All
make
right,
him
so
go
I'm going
last
to
at
actually
this
start with
point.
sell this time.
No, let's go.
Right.
Chris, you're going last this time. Actually,
No.
Todd, you're first.
No, but-
you gotta sit there and
Even
let
though
it
mine has to do with
fester.
NASCAR, I'm going
Fine,
to
go
sell
ahead.
NASCAR and you're going to shut it the fuck down. All right, no, go ahead,
Let me
Todd.
keep.
We'll
let
shut
me
it
know-
down for now.
No, I'm still
No,
having
he was-
my
we were
first drink.
joking. Todd just finishing his first one. Go, Chris.
Guess I'm taking off tomorrow.
All right, so I am selling the Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium, not counting caution laps. That's kind of what irritated me. That turned a hour and a half race for fun into a 3-hour snore fest. As much as I love NASCAR, me
You
saying
look like
it's
Todd
snore
on
fest,
the couch during UFC fights.
yeah. I mean, come on. It
I
just
see.
drug on. I like how they brought out the rain tires. I did like that. I think it was fun that we're, trying something again that can be successful in short track racing. But God, like so many fucking
So
caution
move it
laps. just
somewhere
made
else
it
is
for
what you're
snooze
saying,
fest.
because
No,
somehow
no,
this year we did
no.
get snow in the
Nope.
south. So move it somewhere else.
We did 2 years in a row. First of all, thank you very much. All right. I'm not proud of that, but it's 2 years in a row. No, keep it at Bowman Gray, but count the caution laps. Don't drag this on longer than it needs to be. A lot of people were saying that online too. It just we lost interest when you go half a lap and then it's another caution, 2 laps caution. half lap caution, 5 laps caution, and then they're not counting those caution laps, dude, it drug on. It
Or
was
at
just-
least
it
count,
got- we lost
or at
interest.
least have a number where after so many caution laps they count. Like if you want to say,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, I
10,
can,
10
like, meet
caution
in the middle
laps,
there,
20
that's fine.
caution laps, they don't count. Okay,
It's like soccer when they
Count 'em
keep
after that.
adding
Yeah.
time. You know, it's like, oh, this guy went down for 20 seconds. Add time.
Yeah.
that's what like soccer.
Oh, it makes no sense. Trust me. Yeah.
Fuck a clock. You never know when that shit's gonna
No.
end.
Speaking, I'm surprised you didn't sell your back, Chris, after shoveling all that snow.
Oh no, that back got all the way fucked up. Those painkillers though. Y'all need some
That's
muscle
pretty
relaxers. I got you.
So he's buying painkillers. Go ahead. What's your buy,
He's
Chris?
Yeah, I am buying painkillers or my
Buying
insurances.
snow blowers.
Dude, I would use that once every 5 years.
Yeah, right. It's almost worth it at that point.
I know, right?
What's your buy, Chris?
All right, my buy is I'm gonna go 2 on this one. Snoop Dogg being the face of the Olympics again because this shit is hilarious every time. Seeing him
fucking
do all the
love
damn stuff,
Snoop
the
Dogg.
curling, it's great, isn't it? Fucking hilarious seeing him do all
He
this
is
shit.
a national
Absolutely love it.
treasure when it comes to sports and announcing. Because he's
100%.
just so
absolutely.
genuinely enjoys sports,
Uh,
but he's so funny the way he's not forcing it.
he's not.
that's
He's funny
just
because his
him.
brain
Yeah.
is just done. His brain's been done for
Well,
years. Like,
Speaking of done, did you see him talking to the Jamaican bobsled team when they were at the top? He was like, "Man, I've never
Jamaica,
been this
we
high.
got
I
a
mean, like
bobsled team."
altitude wise." Like that shit was hilarious. Like him being the face of the Olympics for us, like our national treasure. I'm here for it. He did it for the Summer Olympics 2 years ago. Now he's here again. Absolutely hysterical. It is great every time
I
to see
want
him
him to
doing all the different things.
I want him to get into every sport. I want to see him do like an NFL game. Let him announce the fucking Super Bowl. Let him and Tom Brady just go to blows next year at the Super Bowl.
He
It'd be
is
great.
huge into football.
He is. He coaches. He owns. Like I think he has like ownership in some teams and stuff too. He's big.
Steelers. I think he owns parts of the Steelers.
Yep.
Time out.
My other buy is
Fuck the Steelers. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, fuck the Steelers. My other buy is curling is a top tier Olympic sport. I don't care what anyone says. That shit is so entertaining when you
Yes.
get to know it. It is a nice little chess match. Like, yeah, the
When
high
you don't
speed
understand it,
downhill
though,
racing
you're
is
sitting there
cool.
like, duh, like what is going on?
But at the
if
same
you
time,
actually
the
figure it out,
announcers
you're
have been
good.
Yeah, but the thing is, the announcers have been really good at explaining it this year. And
Mhm.
also, I noticed on social media this year, you can go on Instagram and stuff like that, and there's a lot of videos explaining a lot of different things that you can watch for like 5 minutes and you can learn a lot. And I think once you do learn that, it's so good.
The best way to describe curling to me is it's like horseshoes. Like you have to be the closest.
Horseshoes meet shuffleboard.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
yeah,
okay,
honestly,
I can go with that.
But if you don't know shuffleboard, if you don't know horseshoes, then you can know the other one. But yeah, it's if you understand.
But
it,
I was
it makes a lot of sense.
watching. So I've been like really into curling for the Olympics for almost a decade now, even longer. It's been great. But I learned a lot more this year just on social media. I learned how the angle they have the brush or the sweep, whatever they call it, right? That can change the direction and everything like that. Like it's
Mhm.
so technical that
Yep.
once you just focus on it, you're like, holy shit. This is
Yeah,
I do love it.
Based on the way that they spin, whatever they call the thingy. I don't
yeah,
know.
the way they spin, the way they sweep, everything.
When
Yeah.
they let go of the stone, if they just do a slight turn, it's just that momentum. And then if they sweep in on that right side of it, it helps it turn
Yeah.
faster. You can
It's
slow it.
crazy.
It's crazy. I want to take my shuffleboard table. I have a long one in the basement, and I want to put I want to
I
redo
love
it
that.
with the curling circles because I think instead of just regular shuffleboard, that would make it so much more fun.
Mm. Yeah.
Because you'd have
that
to be
would make
so
it
much
fun.
more
And
precise.
I love going to bars and playing that shuffleboard you're talking about. I mean, I don't have room for it. It would take up my entire hallway, and I'm also here for it if wifey would let me. But yeah, do that with the
I
curling.
don't know if she would.
No, I could
circles.
come down. We could take out a few walls, go room to room. Honestly, one side of the double wide, the other side of the double wide, like
Sign me up.
65-foot board.
Yeah, we'll
all
just
that.
empty this closet right over here to the side and just blow a wall through it.
Yeah, since you
Perfect.
came out of it, you don't need it anymore. Anyway,
Right, exactly. JB finds it way funnier than it was.
I know, and I loved it. I loved it. I know when I can. I know the things I can say to get JB to laugh because he just doesn't
Right?
expect them.
Yeah, it's like you had
Right?
no
it's like
idea
he
that was
should.
coming.
Like I
Come
expected
on.
that. Like I said, coming out of the closet, I'm like, as soon as I said that, like halfway through, I'm like, Todd's gonna make a fucking joke. Like I set myself up for that
And
one.
Jamie just
That
did
was the
not
best
say
part.
I
Is that
opened-
I saw it coming from you to you. Like I saw,
Right.
like that's what she said. But I
Pun
saw...
intended. Pun intended. I opened that door.
You did. You did. You walked right through it.
That was the best part. Is I saw it. I saw Chris just setting it
Oh,
up.
I
And
kicked
Todd was
that
just
door
like,
wide the
"Here's
fuck
the
open.
you."
It's like volleyball.
I literally was like
Uh.
halfway through my sentence, and I'm like, I cannot backtrack now. That door is
Yep,
getting busted
you're
wide
fucked.
open. Here we are.
Okay.
I'll never
Okay.
test. I'll never pass down a good old gay joke.
Nah, you got to.
You
Just
put
like
one
that
in the
meme
chat
earlier.
before the freaking start of this.
I did. That's true.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go Todd so that because mine's based on the Olympics for the buy. I'm buying. I said it earlier. The Olympics came at the exact right time. No pun intended. No gay joke. Nothing. It came at the right time. Football ended. The Super Bowl wasn't the greatest. Now we're getting some of these events. It's exciting to be able to watch a different sport every day. I know they're way ahead. And by the way, Peacock has been great for this because if you were like, hey, I want to see what happened in bobsledding, you can go like on to Peacock and search by sport and watch that sport. So Peacock, Olympics combined, buy for me. Great.
It's a good buy.
It's been
It is.
it's been exciting, right? You see crashes like Lindsey Vonn. You see Chris not paying attention watching the Olympics. It happens because
Oh yeah, I'm watching curling right now. I am 100% watching the curling. I'm
he
not
has
gonna lie to
proved
you.
my point right now. See, perfect.
He's like, "Are we podcasting?"
And this one's going to go into Todd's, but I am selling the Patriots. They were frauds 98% of the year.
Frauds.
Stand by the
Ooh,
statement.
okay.
You don't think they'll get back next year?
I think they could. See, here's the thing. I don't like Vrabel. He's kind of a douche, but he's a good coach. And the thing is, for these teams that make the playoffs and people like Vrabel, you want to go play for those teams now, right? You want to change. Like, I think the Patriots they got a good line. They need to get those guys back, but I do think they need some more receivers. I think their receivers are their downfall. They have great tight ends, but their receivers are their downfalls.
Mm-hmm.
They got good running backs. They got good O-line. You're relying a ton on Stephon Diggs. I think Stephon Diggs is a great receiver. I do not think he's a number one. I don't think Mac Hollins is a number two.
Yeah.
I think he's a number three. God damn. Holy fuck. That Todd's face said that all right there. That's all you need
that was
to know.
weak too. That was weak.
But I think no receivers, Demario Douglas, like those guys are not good enough to carry your team to a championship.
No, they
on
drafted some
offense.
young people the last 2 years: Javon Baker, Jalen Polk, and then Kyle Williams. And none of them. Kyle Williams has potential to be good, but they don't like the people they drafted aren't producing at wide receiver.
I just don't think they're like you need almost an AJ Brown type player on that team.
Be a good fit for that team, actually.
He probably would be.
They are a young team.
And also, he'd be going back to where he started with Vrabel from Tennessee Titans to
I could see that
Patriots. I could
happening.
see it. I've said it for a while. I could see that happening. I don't like Vrabel, but that's my sell. What you got,
Fair.
Todd?
We'll stick with football. I'm buying Sam Darnold. I think he's hit his
Dude.
groove. I think he
You got
like I said before.
The Vikings and the Jets got to be killing themselves right now. Like, there's no way they're not.
Exactly. I said it before. Pro ready is bullshit. They need to come in, they learn, they need to find their situation. Even like Trevor Lawrence. He was supposed to be pro ready. He looked good and bad this year. He looked great. I think Sam Darnold is finding his groove, and he did it in Minnesota, and then he just did it again in a good system that fits him and is designed for him. In Seattle is showing it wasn't a fluke in Minnesota. He's there, and I think he's going to be irrelevant, startable as far as like take it fantasy wise. He's going to be a draftable as a quarterback one for the foreseeable future because he's in systems that are designed for him. The way he plays, the Jets said, "Yeah, do what you did in college." And it
Yeah,
just
with
it
no
didn't
line
work.
and no receivers.
Right,
Right, but that doesn't always work. You can't just say do what you did in college. You have
The Jets have been doing that for
mold them
years
to
though.
that point.
Right,
and
and
that's why
I
they
think
suck
that
for fucking
yeah.
years now.
I think after the Jets and the Seahawks, he's finally getting put into
You mean the
systems
Vikings?
that the Vikings and then the Seahawks. He's finally getting put into systems that fit him. So I'm buying Sam Darnold as a relevant quarterback moving forward.
Can I just say one thing, Todd? I think you're going to guess what I'm going to say. Coaching.
Coaching matters.
Coaching matters,
Coach
man.
for your
100%.
quarterback.
Yeah, you
and
coach
their talents.
how your team would be coached. You don't coach how how you think. It's based on how your team should perform. I'm excited to
You
see what
cannot
Clint
coach-
Kubiak does in Oakland too with Mendoza.
You cannot coach based on what the owners want. You got to coach based off of what the team you have provided.
I'm also
Right,
interested to
And
see
if you have Trevor Lawrence or
Yeah.
anything like that, and they have a certain style and may not be your style, the coach, I think, needs to adapt a little bit, as well as the
and I
quarterback or
think
the other
the
players
Jags
also
did
need
that
to
this
adapt.
year with Liam Cohen.
And that's something.
Yeah, Liam
yeah.
Cohen played Trevor
he played
Lawrence
Trevor
the
Lawrence
right way.
how he should, right?
Because Trevor Lawrence
yeah.
has a lot more rushing upside than people give him credit for. Now, he's not going to run like a Lamar. He's not even going to run like Bo Nix.
He did use his legs a lot
but
this
he
year to
used
score
his legs a lot
touchdowns.
because they have always,
Mhm.
even in college, they've always been a sneaky option that people think that he doesn't have.
Mhm.
But he does. So using him in the red zone where he uses his legs the most is great. So like you said, coaching. Clint Kubiak, I think from Vegas, I think is going to be really good for Mendoza, assuming
I
he
do
ends
too.
up there.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
I don't think he won't
Hold
end
on,
up there.
Todd. Before
will
you
hold on.
sell, did you see the whole thing about the controversy with the ownership of the Seahawks? Anybody see that? Todd, Chris, did you see
No.
that?
I don't know.
So supposedly, as a part of the rule with ownership, you're not allowed to own a trust is not allowed to own a certain percentage of an NFL team. Supposedly, the head of the trust
hold on, time out. So a certain percentage or at all?
No, certain percentage. I think they can't own more than 51% of the. From what I remember watching, but basically, the guy who helped start Microsoft with what's his name?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, and basically he passed away, but he put the team in a trust, and his daughter took over that trust. And supposedly it went up. It was going to go up for sale. The team was going to go up for sale afterwards, but she said she's not selling. But the trust is not allowed to own the team according to NFL rules. So I'm going to see how that plays out.
It's actually something to watch.
It's actually interesting to see how that kind of plays out.
I did not know that was a thing, but I'm going to be definitely keep an eye on that going forward.
My sales really quick. We don't even need to talk about it. I sold it last week. I'm selling it again. The Pro Bowl is just fucking stupid.
Do you see the viewership is down 60%? They put it on like a random fucking Tuesday.
Stupid.
Why'd you put it on a Tuesday?
And I'm sorry, Shador Sanders. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, dude.
And then
Ridiculous.
you see him guarding his flag at one run, and he tried to tell the interview, "Oh, I was just trying to make sure no one scuffed the primes or something like that." Like, just the Pro Bowl.
I didn't even watch because
I used to love to tune in for that one final game or week of football because knowing it's going to be over. And at this point, I could care less. I'm just selling the Pro Bowl until they change it, do something different, make it worthwhile. Yeah. It's just too good.
It's boring, man. We talked about it last time. I was rewatching our podcast editing. It is so boring that you move it to Tuesday. No one cares that it's even on. And you're like, oh, the viewership's down. No fucking wonder, because you put it on Tuesday. And it's flag fucking football. Like, come on.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Like we talked about before, if you're going to have the Pro Bowl, bring back the skills games, bring back the fun that they were having. That was the prime. That was the top tier Pro Bowl when they got to have fun, do the skills, compete against each other for fun. That was it. Now it's just
fun to watch.
They have it because, and now they just have it because it's set in stone of we have to have the Pro Bowl. And that's where it lost all of its fun. Simple as that. They do it because they have to at this point, not because they want to.
And that's the problem, is that no one opts in to play it anymore. Because, to be honest with you, Lamar didn't have a good year, but I still would have rather had him in the Pro Bowl than Shador Sanders. But like you see, like Tyler Huntley go and make the Pro Bowl. That's bullshit.
The Pro Bowl, it doesn't hold the clout that it used to.
No.
Speaking of
100%.
Bourbon.
Can I? So I looked this up. So at the top of the AI overview of the Seahawks selling, it says expected to be sold by Jody Allen, daughter of Paul Allen, who invented Microsoft.
Allen, that's the name.
Yep. Following the 2026 Super Bowl. But if you actually go down and you people are asking, are the Seahawks being sold? It says they're officially not for sale. So, yeah. So I don't actually know. Although they're expected to be sold in the future, but the NFL doesn't like the trust. So, but Bourbon segment for this week, we are going to talk about
shoulders enough.
We're going to talk about the 2026 release calendar.
I get my notes, my actual notes.
You made notes?
I
So
did
this
because
is
I am fucking ADD and a half over here.
So this is our 2026 release calendar from Breaking Bourbon. I want to say Breaking Bad, but it basically highlights the things that are expected to come out this year based on what is approved labels wise, because they have to put out the labels first, and they kind of make a list. But as a part of our list, we have some stuff that I know that all three of us have 3 different ones that we are looking forward to this year, and then one we're not expecting, to be as good, and maybe we're a little overrated in the sense. So
We may agree on something.
we may agree on some of these, but who wants to go first? We'll kind of go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Chris is on
So
top for my
this
screen. He
has
gets to go first.
well, okay, that's fair. I am on top. Not one that I'm looking forward to, but one I actually didn't know about. Actually, a brand I didn't know about until looking at this list is Fireside. They are all over January on this one. There's a ton
Yeah.
of releases. I've
Yeah, I
They're
never heard of them
balls
before.
deep in January.
They really are. Like
They're like Derek
never once
Lewis.
heard
My
of them.
balls are hot.
I thought this was a
But here we
Fireside
are. We
list when
got-
I first looked at it.
Same. I mean, we got the Cabernet Batch 1. We got a Pinot Batch
The
1.
Pinot
We got a
Noir,
Bourbon
I'm curious
2026.
about, actually. We should get some Fireside.
Should we do a Fireside
I think we
review? Put
should.
in the comments below.
I mean, a Fireside Bourbon 8-year at 105 proof for $80, an 8-year Hazmat for $95. Like,
come on the
I'm kind of
podcast.
interested in those.
Fireside, just come on the
I'm
podcast. We'd love to
interested.
talk about it.
I'm going to find.
I agree.
Todd, find
I
him.
agree.
Send him a message. Let's get him on here.
But you're
Find
right,
them.
though. When
Let's
I
go. You
pulled
got
this up,
this.
I saw that
All
Fireside.
I saw was Fireside, and I was like, "What the hell is Fireside?"
Yeah, I was like, what the hell did JB send me here? This is all Fireside. And then I had to scroll down to find the rest of it.
Sorry, Chris. Go ahead with what you.
Yeah. What's your top
right,
for the
so-
year, Chris?
The 3 that I'm looking forward to the most are a barrel cigar. I forget
Oh,
what
I saw
month that's
that.
in, but I do like barrel products a lot. I love
orange
Batch 34.
Kirk,
I love Batch 35.
The 18-year finished in orange Curacao
Mhm.
barrel sounds good too.
That one sounds good. I have
It's a
silver
March
label behind me. That's really
it's a
good.
March release.
Like-
It's finished in Moderna, Armagnac rum, and Hungarian oak casks.
Yes, and I like how I know we had Greg on the podcast, and I love that he put Amberana in it. I am glad to see a cigar blend that does not have Amberana though. I think the Hungarian is going to add a nice depth of flavor because I have
Mhm.
another bottle behind me that has Hungarian oak in it, and I think it's a really, really good blend. I'm excited for that one. I think it's going to be really unique, and it's going to be a little bit off profile from most other cigar blends, but also blend very nicely as well. The next one I'm looking forward to is the Buzzard Roost 4-grain double oak.
That's
Though
a February
my only
release.
problem, only problem is it's 100 proof. I wish it was higher.
Yep. 5 years, $80.
I'm okay with 100 proof because I think if it's done right, 100 proof can still have
Yep.
a lot of flavor.
I mean,
and I don't disagree with that.
yep.
I don't disagree, but I like if they had it at like a 105 to a 110. I think
know most of
that
the-
with a double oak is perfect.
That's what I think about the double oaks. Is it kind of pisses me off that a lot of them are around anywhere from lower than 105 to like 90. Like Woodford's is 90.4. Like I would love to see a double oak. I know it would be a
Well,
little.
that's the double. That's $200 fucking
No,
dollars for no reason.
the regular double oak like bottles and
the other-
like most of the picks that are not cast strength are 90.4 proof. All their stuff's 90.4.
Yeah, sorry. I'm looking at the double oak in 2026 for $200 at 90.4 proof. Like it's so dumb.
Yeah, that's my
I think it's
overrated one.
ass.
What's your last one, Chris?
Same. No surprise here, Tanager coming in December.
Tanager.
I
Yep,
mean, like
there
I'm
we
a
are.
fanboy for Tanager. There ain't there's no beating the bush around that one. I love it. Love
Chris,
Tanager,
I
so-
have 25s, but if you could send a sample of 24, if you have some left, we can do a review of that one.
Yes, I can. I definitely have some left. You cannot see them, but
You
they
don't
are
need
up
a
here on
you
my
don't need
top,
a we
top
don't need a
shelf.
full sample. I had 24 already, and it was really good to me. But
It's
Crazy
so
kids.
good. It's so good. But yeah, those are mine. I am getting Jack 10 and Jack 12 that I'm very excited for. Batch 4 and Batch 5. Well, Batch 5 for 10, 4 for 12. I'm very excited to get those.
wait, are you getting it the same
here
way I'm
shortly.
getting it?
From Will?
But that's not through Will. But yes, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Mine is. I did a trade. Yes, I traded.
Oh, you traded.
Hazmat
Okay.
Garrison Brothers.
Okay. Sorry. Never mind. There's something different then. I'm getting the whole trilogy. So
You crazy
But yeah,
kids
no, I'm not getting
just
the trilogy.
getting off path, making me pour more bourbon.
I gotta
You
fill this
like it,
bottle at this
don't
rate.
you lie.
I do. Keep talking. I'll
I am
drink.
excited for those, but my overrated. Oh, I guess I will throw in a honorable mention. It's always going to be a Larceny Barrel Proof. Absolutely love
I
the
was
Larceny
looking at that
Barrel
one,
Proofs
too.
over an
Yeah.
Elijah Craig. I don't think the Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs are that good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's I like the weeded better.
I'm excited to
but the
see
Larceny just
their
so
rye
much more
releases
flavorful.
come out. I'm excited to see the ryes
What,
be
the
more prevalent.
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof rye?
Yeah, the barrel proof ryes. This one, the reverse release from 25 was good. So
Like that one?
yeah, and I know you're not a huge Elijah Craig
925?
fan, but I'd like to see some more toasted picks. That's one I want to do. I want to do
not
as a
even
group.
that I'm not an Elijah Craig fan. I'm not a toasted fan when it comes to that. I
This
think the
toasted
toasties
pick
are
I
hit or
have,
miss.
this one I have, it's near the bottom. Is just so good.
Oh, I mean, for me, a toasted is a try before I buy. Some are great,
Yeah.
some are terrible. I have to try before I buy.
That's the thing, is that they
cannot commit to a
only yield
toasted.
like 90 to 110 bottles, so it's definitely different. But
Right. But my overrated is, like we already said, the double from Woodford at 90.4 proof for
it's probably a
200.
good time to
Get
be
the fuck out of here.
It's probably a good time
So
to be
over that shit.
a Squire, so you can get early release stuff.
I know, right?
I'm gonna be a Squire.
There's
this
a
year.
lot on here that are pretty good, but like, really, we're still selling the double at $200. I know JB said that's going to be your
That's my overrated
well,
too.
like,
Yeah, me too.
it's like, come on. Actually, the Widow J in the vaults, I don't want to say he's overrated.
Oh,
the
sorry,
price
I
is
forgot.
ridiculous.
I forgot. My overrated this year is the Booker's 26 apple brandy cinnamon one, because I like, what is that? I'm all for finished stuff. Like, we have a finished honey one coming. It's one that I got to try before I buy. But like, what is that? You know, like
I feel like that's going to be better than the tequila.
The tequila one. I could agree on that one. But Todd, what you got?
I'm giving that one a little bit of pass.
Yeah, I am too.
The vaults has been good, so we'll see.
It has, but it's so pricey.
Gonna be cliche. I like some of the stuff the Penelope is expected to release.
I saw the 17-year rye. Where's
the
that on
17-year rye? But I'm a huge fan of the Penelope Architects. So the Penelope Architects of golf, I'm very curious about, and what that is gonna be.
But screw the Rio.
Yeah, that I know that the Rios have gotten better, the Havanas have gotten better, the sweetness has been dumbed down a little bit, which is good because the proof's
Havana
gotten
is
better.
10 times better than the Rio.
But the Architects of Golf, I'm really curious what that is and what the flavor is going to be, because I love the French Oak Penelope Architect in general. And the Penelope Madagascar, I want to know what that is. Like, I don't know any
excited for that
details
one.
on it. So those two I'm very, very excited about. The other one is, I got to find the Woodford Reserve Masters Collection 2026. I don't know anything about it. So I'm excited because I do like some of the stuff that Woodford's done on their higher end stuff, so I want to see what that is.
Yeah,
it's one of those ones, like, I don't know what the price point is. I don't know if it's something that I'm going to feel is valuable, but I'm looking forward to finding out about it, and it's coming out later in the year.
Yeah,
another simple.
I think we're gonna get more information as it comes out.
Yeah,
right, and I want to know
later in the year.
What is it? What is their Masters Collection? What's the proof? What's the aging, the barrels, anything? Give us something about it. Like, what makes it its Masters Collection?
I wouldn't be surprised too if people start doing things kind of like Bardstown has, where the ones are kind of like the Normandy, and they do like some 375s or some smaller bottles, and more of like a collector's item.
Like Old Forester did with the 117s, the extra olds and stuff like that. Yeah, makes sense.
So
like,
make
I
it
have
smaller, make it harder to get, but
see, like, I have a Bardstown Miserata, and I love it. I wish they weren't just distillery only. I wish they were kind of online only or something like that, so that way, like, we could still have access to them, because like the Normandy and the Cathedral, like, if you don't know someone that was going there or someone selling on the secondary for a ridiculous price, you're not getting it. I just wish they were slightly more accessible, even if there was like, hey, we're doing an online drop for 2 hours. All right, cool, that's fine. I can set a timer, you know what I mean? But like, distillery only, like, it's so.
If I don't get it, I don't get it online. But
yeah, hold on. I get why they do the distillery only, and it's super limited, but I wish it was just a little bit more accessible.
I get it why, because most of the websites will crash. Like, You've
Yeah,
seen
I mean,
the
that's
one.
been
You've
proven with
seen the one.
Sealbox.
Yeah, with Seal Box and the Reserve. But what's your last one, Todd?
My last one is kind of also a plug to coming out in I think it's February. Is the Stolen Wolf Pure Rye. Stolen Wolf, it's a plug. So next week, or not next week, but our next episode after this, we're going to be doing a sampling of Stolen Wolf, which is a local distillery right in my hometown, and they have ties to Michner's, and so you'll dive more in
Michner's if you haven't.
Michner's.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll dive more into it. We'll dive more into it in the next episode. But I like their stuff. They're smart. A lot of their stuff is lower proof, so to see it come in at 107 is kind of cool. And it is 100% pure rye.
Love that.
And I'm a rye guy, so I'm really curious what this taste is going to do at 107 proof to be just a full rye. I'm very curious. Like they just did, which we're going to do it next week. So what I sent you guys, I did send you one of their single barrel, I think it's single barrel releases. That is not even available. Yeah. You cannot buy it anymore. What I sent you guys. I found
out. The 108 proof, right?
Yeah, my buddy went to buy it 2 weeks ago, and he's like, "Yeah, we only did a select amount of bottles, and it's gone." So,
because I'm looking at the samples you have on my shelf here that you sent me, and I see a 90 proof, a 108, and an 86.
Yeah, so a lot of their stuff runs. Yeah, a lot of stuff runs around 85 to 95 is where they live. It's it's younger. Like I said, we'll go over the history of it. But then they did the 108, and I think they maybe did 100 bottles. I don't know exactly what it is, but they sold out within a couple weeks. Done. He tasted it here. He's like, "Oh my God, I love this." And he's like, "I'm going to stop on the way home and grab it." No, we sold out of that months ago.
Damn.
But no, I'm excited. The fact that it's 100% pure rye, and what the cool thing is, all their stuff is Pennsylvania. Like their fields, where it's from is a lot of fields, and it's sourced locally. So that's why I love a lot of it. So I'm really curious, and I'm hoping it's not just overbearing, but I'm looking forward to it.
I have a couple 100% ryes, and I absolutely love them. When they're done good, they're done perfection. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if they're as good as you say they are, I can't wait to open these. And I also want to try that 100% rye. Like you can have a good 100%
I'm going
to
get it. I'm going to go get it when it gets released. I'll be there that day. So don't worry.
I will be sending you money to get me one too.
Actually, that just
Todd
got released.
Get them on it's releasing at the end of the month, I think. But get them on the podcast. Let's bring them on.
Oh, yeah, I do want to get them on, actually.
Use your way with words.
Show them a wiener.
All right, so what's your overrated? Do you have an overrated besides the double-double?
The double-double. Now, I don't know if it's overrated because I love Woodford Double Oaked, and I like their double-doubles. To me, honestly, the Woodford Double Oaked is if I just want an enjoyable, sit-down, relaxing, tasty, sweet bourbon, that is the one I'm going to go to. I like the double-doubles, but $200 just puts it to the point where I want to say overrated.
That's the only reason I say it's overrated, to be honest.
It's just the price to me is too much of a smack in the mouth.
It used to be $375 for like $100. Like, so you're telling me another half? You're telling me a 700, not even half. Another half isn't even like is $100. That's crazy.
And it's a 90 proof. Like, come on.
Yeah, I bought it this past year. It's pretty much gone. I got to finish it, but it just was not worth it. So
I'm not going to talk about it, but an honorable mention for me is the Whistle Pig American Wheat Whiskey. I'm curious about that. Anyway, you're up. Sorry.
A lot of people give Whistle Pig shit, and I really do enjoy their stuff, to be honest.
I do like it. I didn't like their piggyback line. I thought it was too young and too forced, but I like a lot of their stuff. Like their 12-year rye is delicious.
Like the where the shit did it go? I have the it's low proof, and I sent one to a member of Tenglen, or an owner of Tenglen. It's the Liquid Death, and it's like an 86 proof or whatever. It's super light looking, but it's like super. It's good. It's honestly good for what it is. It's surprising, and it's 100% wheat whiskey. And I think it's Canadian actually. They sourced it, but it's honestly good. And I think a lot of people sleep on that kind of stuff. Like you want a good light sipper as like a starter pour for the night. That's something I go to.
Nothing wrong with
I'm kind of curious about the one that they have on the list here coming out.
Yeah.
All right, JB, hit us with yours.
My overrated one, which I don't. We'll see how it is, but the King of Kentucky small batch, $300 for a 12-year is gonna be tough to swallow. I want to like KOK is fantastic if you've had it. Most of the years are really good, but when you think like when I think of Willet, right? They did the small batch this year, the purple top small batch,
Mhm.
like $80, right? The normal stuff is $350 plus, but a small
Boy,
batch of this
that purple
product,
top is good.
right? And the small batch is great, but $300 for a 12-year, it's KOK, so they probably can pull that off, but it's just hard to like. I can't justify paying for that. I'd rather save my pennies
Now,
and buy a regular KOK. But yeah.
now, because I don't know, can you refresh my memory? What is a typical MSRP? Not secondary. What's the MSRP of a regular King of Kentucky release?
I think it's 500.
It's in that ballpark.
Holy shit.
It's $400.
Okay. I just found a King of Kentucky bourbon 18-year for $16,800 on Instacart.
That's it. Real quick,
Just Instacart that
real
shit.
quick. So I did just quick
Guys,
look
it's
this
on
up.
Total Wine. I'm buying it.
I did just quick look this up. Fireside, they're out of Florida.
Interesting. So that's cool.
No shit.
So I looked where you can buy it, and it says where to find us. Spring Hill Suites by Marriott
What?
in
The fuck?
Navarre, Florida, and Stripes Pub and Grill, Navarre, Florida.
Okay.
When it says where to find us. So the fact that they made that list is confusing. That they made that many coming out in
Very.
January.
For me, I looked up this list up and down, and my list doesn't start
You
till
did, didn't
July. Yeah, I did.
I was waiting for a guy.
Mine starts in July, and the red corn still Austin catches my eye. I'm excited about that.
I did
one.
look at that.
I have the blue corn. The blue corn's great. I've heard really good things about the red corn. I
Never
wanna
had a
ha-
red corn.
I want to have a bottle this year.
So, honest question here: is the red corn different than a bloody butcher corn, which is also red?
Yeah, the bloody
Honest
butcher corn
question.
is red and blue corn together,
Yeah.
and regular yellow corn.
Let's
It's
butcher.
all three mixed.
Got it.
Yes. Obviously the Four Roses LE this year gonna be another good one. 25 was great, so was 24. But for me this year, I put down Russell's 15. I'm hoping it comes back out again this year.
Yeah.
It obviously you guys know if you don't watch enough, I'm a Russell's fanboy. Been drinking the Russell's pick, but I'm excited for 15 to come out this year. 13 didn't live up to the hype that it should have, but after you release
Bullshit.
15, no, but I think it's good, Chris. But
Bullshit.
it's not as good as some of the other releases of 13.
I
In
forgot
my
to
Bullshit. Put that
mention-
little kid in the car seat. Bullshit.
I forgot to mention the number one I'm
That they're-
excited
that-
about this year. Fuck me.
The Cast Strain 13 was so damn good.
It's good,
Easier to get than the 15. No, easier to get than the 15.
but
Cheaper than
not.
the 15.
But
So,
comparing
yes,
13 to 13, I think there's other 13s that are better.
Then this year's?
Wait,
Yes.
What?
There's
No.
other 13s
I
from
will
years
not agree with
past that are
that.
better. Well, I think 2 or 3 was better.
No, I don't think so.
I've had a
'Cause
blind of
I
all
think
of
the Cast Strain. Yeah, and I've had a bunch of them too. But I think the this year's Cast Strength I think was really flavorful. I think it had a lot of balance to it, and I think the 15 being the price that it is not as good as the 13 for the price. For the price. Let's make that clear. For the
So if we
price.
didn't see the bottom of the list with the whole, whatever, I'm also picking the Four Roses 21-year aged and 100 proof Chapter 1 anthology. That sounds fantastic. Love Four Roses stuff. Got really into Four Roses stuff
That's-
recently, and that sounds fantastic.
That's one of the 100 proofs that I think will be very flavorful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, 1792. What are we doing with the finishes? You guys know you couldn't do the extended cast finish, but now you want to do a Pinot Noir, a rum, and a Zinfandel. Like what are we
already
doing?
have the rum.
I'm
And
They're
curious.
doing
they
another
have
doing
both
another
those.
rum. They're doing another rum. It's right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
I'm
but I'm gonna
curious
say
with
that's
them.
nothing new. They've
And-
already done those.
And the Heritage Heaven Hill is 22 years old this year, so that's cool. And a 230 Jim
All I'm
Beam.
saying is, if you want a 1792 non-finished Go to your local Costco, get a fucking Kirkland for half the price, get a liter, done deal.
Also, this one piques my interest. Knob Creek 12-year cash strength. The 12 was already good
Yes.
enough. It's already good
Yeah.
enough. But now you're adding cash
Knob
strength to it.
Creek. I'm glad Knob Creek is finally doing cash strength stuff. It's about time they get on board with that because their stuff is great to begin with. I think the cash strength will just be better.
But they always stay within the same proofing. Like they're such a 100-ish proof.
Also, I want to know
brand.
They
what
are.
you did the Masters collection, Todd, of Woodford, but they have an Old Forester tribute series I want to know about. And the Penelope 17-year rye single barrel sounds
Too
pretty
much
good.
of that.
Even though I do not like Penelope. And I
did
stand by that
forget to
statement.
say this.
Yeah.
Blue Note during the honey cask
They're bringing
bourbon
it
and the
back.
honey cask rye. Those honey cask ryes, I would put
Yes.
my dick in. They are so delicious.
I hope I'm going to clip that.
The fact that yours can fit is kind of concerning.
Yeah. It's
no, I break
tiny.
the bottle from the bottom out. I put it in here.
By the way, I already talked to the owner of the store near me.
So you're gonna go shards for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bottle chugs.
Are we doing bottle chugs of it?
I
This-
want an
Bottle
after.
of it?
Chris, I want an after Shorn pick.
This is. I missed that. I
You're-
put this on my
I'm
list.
the reason
but
you have that bottle, by the way. There,
Me?
Christopher.
100%.
No, Chris.
I have 2 of these.
Oh, so
No,
They
I've
are
already talked
so
to the owner of the store, and he's buying a bunch of more cases this year, near me, and he's gonna try to see if they'll do a pick of one, which would be cool.
and I'm definitely getting one of the non-pick ones at the least. I will send you money when the time comes.
I'm gonna need more
Just-
of that.
Just let
Honestly,
me know.
no,
I'll box up a case.
I'm a huge Blow Note fan. Like the uncut,
Did you
unfiltered.
say Blow Note?
You did say that.
Blue Note.
Oh,
I think
I
you
do
said
want
Blue
to.
Note.
I do want to send you a few bucks. You can get the Blue Note where you're at. That if you get some Blue Note store picks near you, let me know again. 'Cause
Yeah,
I want to
there's
try
one.
some stuff.
There's one sitting here.
Well, there's one he showed me.
I got one I get tomorrow.
Yeah, was it the juke joint store
Yeah.
pick?
Yeah,
I can get it. I can get a
Store
sample
pick
for
number
you.
7.
Your box hasn't been packed up yet, so I can send you. I can get you a sample of it.
No, I want a whole.
So
fucking
my
bottle.
store has done.
Well, if you want to try it first, he's
7
gonna let you. He'll let you
Okay.
try it first.
Actually, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So my store has done. The store that I work with the most has done 7 picks of the Blue Note juke joint uncut unfiltered, and
You
yeah,
you
there's
look like
some that have
Todd.
been like a
You
little
look like
bit less
Todd
than
when I
others.
asked him how many pours he had.
But it's so fucking good. Like Blue Note, I think is honestly slept on, 100%.
It is. It is for sure. It depends on the pick and where it's from and how long it's aged. Because I've had picks from the same, like coming to the same state, Maryland, where one is fantastic and the other one's like to me. So it's a little different story, but it is what it is.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The store I've had, some of them are a little bit lesser than others. Like they admit that too. They're like, hey, we asked for 3 samples. They sent us 3 more, and they were a little at best. And they were still good, but they were just up to the quality that they
level.
expected out of the first like 3 or 4 that they already picked. But the fact that the end ones are still good, but they already set that expectation is the problem.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Before we end this, which I'm not trying to rush us to end this, but subscribe to the channel and follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and you can win this bottle of the Bardstown High Wheat. We're going to give it away live on March 21st on a fight night. We're going to start going live for TikTok for UFC events. We'll give it away there. So if you have if you comment the word wheat and your Instagram and TikTok usernames and you follow us there, there's your points, and we'll put out an official post for it later. So Bardstown High Wheat, Bourbon of the Year tour 2024. Anything left to add, boys? We got to cut
Wheat.
a lot of this.
The word is
Wheat.
wheat. Also, I am so wet.
Okay, can I say one thing before we're going to end? 98.2 of you are not subscribed, so hit the fucking subscribe button. And Chris is going to burp on you if you don't, or Todd too, because he had Taco Bell the other day.
Dude, no, just subscribe. We're
Just hit the
fun.
subscribe button.
The more subscribers we get, the more fun
let's
shit
be
we're
honest.
gonna
Can I
We
do.
want
will
to watch
say-
more of this.
We have 2 more Master Distillers coming on. We're not going to tell you who yet, but we have 2 more on. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on watching that.
Maybe 3.
Ooh.
That way, the longer you subscribe, the better chance you get to win some shit.
Yeah, because if you don't, you don't get to win this bottle.
There you go.
Puka-Nuka's going to win this bottle if you don't.
Puka-Nuka.
Thanks, y'all, for watching.
Let's get him on the podcast.
That
I'm
is a
down.
goal. Life goal.
Cheers, y'all.
Goal. Let's do it.